Hello, hello, welcome back to Making It Up. I'm Isa, and you know those days when you literally can't be bothered, you feel meh, but you still need to get stuff done and you need to look put together? I'm having one of those days today. It's a little bit gloomy outside and all I want to do is do my comfort makeup look. Also known as my go-to makeup look and everyday makeup look. I just like to call it my comfort makeup look because I like to do this whenever I need to feel better about myself or I just, want to enhance my features without having to think at all. So maybe you're having one of those days today or maybe you're just curious, but if you want to know how to get a easy, natural comfort makeup look, let's talk beauty. As always, I like to keep it very natural, just enhancing what I already have. This is not going to be a revolutionary look, but it's just a look that I like to do. The staples for this look are naturally covered skin, a peachy cheek product of some kind, glittery eyes, and a sheer lip product. So let's get to working, shall we? I'm going to be starting off with my face. I'm going to prime with the Youthforia Pregame Daily Protective Primer. I really love this primer a lot. This primer is really, really nice. I feel like you guys are a little bit too dark. Do you feel like you're a little bit too dark? Let's fix this. Oh my god, how could I forget the Get Ready With Me headband? Ugh. Girl, come here. Let's get this hair out of the way. Okay, now I need to move on to my skin, but I feel like the primer is still a little bit tacky, so I'm gonna do my brows. Let me get my brow products. To fill in the brows, I'm using the Kosas Brow Pop. I like this one. It's not like the most revolutionary product ever, but it's not bad. Just like to fill in the sparse areas. Nothing too crazy. And doing your brows before doing the rest of your makeup kinda slays, I'm not gonna lie. I don't do this usually because I've just gotten into the habit of doing them afterwards, but it really ensures that your brows look their best. They don't look powdery or cakey or anything. So I really need to get in the habit of doing that more. I'm just gonna set with my e.l.f. Brow Lift, one of my favorite brow products of life. Scooping a bit of the product, laying it on the brow, then going in with the spoolie. It's very easy, and I also use the little spoolie spatula brush. It doesn't come with the product, but it's complementary to the product, and I really do like it because you do have to, dip into the tub, and I don't want to do that with like a regular spoolie or dirty fingers. I haven't used this product in a while. I forgot how much I friggin' like it. Now that that's done, I feel like the primer has settled in a little bit more. Let's go into the base. I'm using the L'Oreal True Match Nude Hyaluronic Tinted Serum. I have two shades to make my perfect shade. I have the lightest shade, very light, and then I have the shade light. So I mix these two to create a custom color. My beauty blender is a little dry, and I don't feel like going and wetting it. Should I just use a brush? I'm mixing these two. These are like older favorites. I've talked about them before at length. So if you've been here for a while, you know this is one of my favorite skin tints, tinted serums, whatever you want to call it. And I strayed away from it a little bit because I was trying and just using other products. But recently I've just been in such a L'Oreal tinted serum mood. You know what I mean? It's just so good. It looks so natural. I'm blending it in with a little brush. Oh, it has a hair on it. Great. This shit just gives you like enough coverage so that you feel good about your skin. It evens out everything, but it does not look cakey. Being careful with the brows. On days when my under eyes aren't crazy bad, so not today, I like to use this like as a foundation and concealer. And that works pretty well today. That's not gonna happen though because the under eyes are popping. And it just looks super natural without being too matte or too freaking dewy. It's just like perfect skin-like finish. Very few products give me this skin-like finish. Going in with a beauty blender just in case there are any brush strokes left. For concealer, I'm using my Haus Triclone concealer and a smaller beauty blender that's also not wet. I think I'm gonna do something. Give me a second. I'm too lazy to go to the sink, but I have this Avene thermal water that I'm gonna use on this beauty blender. Anyways, we're applying a little bit of this. I don't usually wear a lot. I find that with a bit, the job gets done. So I'll add it only in the areas where my under eyes are really, really bad. Recently, they've been bad. As you know, I really like more of a natural look, so if the under eyes shine through, I don't really mind, but definitely they look a little bit more covered, and that's exactly what I want. I'm also hitting like any areas where I see a little bit of extra redness that the skin tint didn't cover. I'll just hit it with a bit of concealer. Cute. And then once that's done, I'm moving into my cheek products. I will powder at the very end of my face so that I give the cheek products a little bit of time to shine. So for bronzer, I'm bringing back a bronzer that I haven't used in a while, but I love so much. This is the Iconic London Sheer Bronze. I have the shade Caramel Glow, which is a really dark shade. Because this is a very sheer bronzer, you can barely see it on the skin. It's very liquid gelish, and it's just, I have not tried another product like this one. Whenever I just want something very, very light and skin-like, I will go for this one. So it's perfect for like my comfort makeup look because I don't have to blend a lot. I don't have to do much. Let's add a little bit to the eye, why not? So yeah, I don't have to do much, but it looks really great. So add a bit to the jawline to snatch it. Recently my face has been really not snatched, very round recently. I'm trying to figure it out, but I don't feel particularly confident about it, so we're adding all the bronzer we can over here. For blush, I'm going in with the Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Blush. I never know the name of this. But this blush, the shade is Jubilee. It's kind of like a peachy, orangey shade that I love so much. And just add it to the cheeks. I'm going a little ham with the blush whenever I feel like I need a little more comfort or a little bit more like joy. I don't know. I really like to go crazy with the blush because it adds color to the skin. It just looks so nice. I might look like a little bit clownish to some, but I don't care. And then to add a little bit of highlight because this whole thing is not super dewy, which I love, but I still want a little bit of that shine. I'm going in with the e.l.f. Halo Glow in the shade, what is this shade? Shade 2. And I'm just adding a little bit to the highest of points, kind of like this area, like connecting the outer corner of my eye and high points. I just find that that gives me like the most realistic glow. Maybe I'll add a little bit under the brow as well. And a bit to the inner corner. Now that that's done, I can powder. Of course, I'm going in with my Kosas Cloud Set. I have the shade Breezy. I'm using a powder puff. This one's from e.l.f. I really need to get like a smaller one because this one is so big. Almost as big as my face. I have a small face, but whatever. I'm just gonna set primarily my T-zone. And I really love the powder puff method recently because for some reason it just looks so much nicer on the skin. It doesn't look as powdery. Like this powder is not a powdery powder. It's never gonna be a cakey powder, but for some reason with this, it just looks better. So to finish off the face, I'm going in with some faux freckles. I'm using my Buble and Rudy Berry Freckle pen. I really love this, but I still like need to get the hang of it. I feel like if you go in and your skin isn't properly powdered, it'll bleed. So I'm still getting the hang of it. I don't know, for some reason I feel like the little tip might be a little big for freckles on my face at least. Like I try to use very light pressure, but still, like, do you see? Those just look huge on my skin. Like I see people just doing this all the time. I cannot. I need to be super precise. Otherwise, it's just not going to look good. And I do let shit sit for a second. But okay, I feel like we don't need to go crazy with the freckles today. Just adding a little bit more blush on top of that. And then that is it for the skin. Let's move on to the eyes and the lids, shall we? For my it's more like an all over color, but it's also, you know, mainly in the crease. I'm using the About Face Fluid Eye Paint in the shade Smell Before Rain. I really love this. And all I do with this is I like to add it to like the outer corner. And then I'll go in with my finger and blend it up to the crease. These blend incredibly easily, as you can see, and this just adds a bit of extra depth to my eyes. It's nothing crazy. You could also do this with a powder. You could just go in with a bronzer, you know what? I really like the idea of using this and like mixing my products, so that's what I do. Once that is done, I will go in with a glitter. I use different glitters depending on the day. Today I'm using this Inglot Pure Pigment eyeshadow in the shade 115. It's a very nice like champagne with a bit of like a green shift. I love it a lot. So I'm just gonna go in with a bit of this on my finger and just like stamp it on the lids. Whenever I need to look put together quickly, glitter is always what I use because it's so easy. Like you immediately look cute and you didn't have to do literally anything. So glitter is my cheat sheet to any look. If your look is looking bad, you just slap a glitter on and it's looking better immediately. If you feel sad, just add glitter. If you feel happy, add glitter. Just add glitter and your life will be better. And there we go. You will have a bit of glitter fallout everywhere. Don't worry about that. It's fine. But once you've added your glitter everywhere, this is how we're looking. I love it. I love it. To add a little bit of extra definition, I'm going in with my Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil in the shade Whiskey. And I'm going into the tight line, only the outer corner, because I want to emphasize, like I want to pull my eyes out a little bit, and then I will extend a little flick and drag it out with my finger. It's kind of like my faux wing. I know a lot of people do this. I've been doing this for years and years and I love it. I find it to be so easy and it adds a bit of extra definition. Once that's done, this can move to the side. We're adding a bit of mascara. I'm using my Glossier Lash Slick in the shade Brown. I really like Lash Slick because it's perfect for every day. It's easy to make it look very natural. It gives a bit of definition and it's also very easy to remove. So I'll go in with a few coats of Lash Slick. I forgot to curl my lashes. I've been wanting to curl my lashes more, but I forgot, so I'm not gonna do that. And I just love how a brown mascara looks on me. I want the new Rudy Berry Bugle collaboration that you're doing, like a chocolate mascara, and it's coming out tomorrow on Valentine's Day. I really want it. I don't need it, but I want it. I really love how a brown mascara looks on me because it's a lot less harsh while still adding definition. I smudged it. I'm gonna wait for that to dry, but yeah. It's such a great alternative to black. And it goes with the liner pretty well. While I wait for the mascara smudges to dry, I'm gonna go in with my lip products. I'm using the Make It Forever Artist Color Pencil in the shade Rubber Walnut. This has replaced Endless Cacao for now because I don't know, it's just giving me a little bit more of a natural, not a contour, but you know, it's more the shade of my lips. So it just looks a lot more natural, not as intense. Perfect for every day. And as for the sheer lip product that goes on top, I usually switch this like every single time. I have, you know, my rotation of sheer lippies and I just use those interchangeably. Today, I'm gonna go in with the Sephora Sheer Matte Lip Balm in the shade Soft Sienna. These have been discontinued. If you've been here for a while, you know I love them and I want Sephora to bring them back, but yeah. This is really nice and it doesn't look super sheer because it is very similar to my lip shade. It's just a deeper nude and I really like how it complements this look. Obviously this look can be worn with any lipstick. I really like this one. It's super comfy. And on top of that, because I'm extra, I am using the About Face Light Lock Lip Gloss in the shade Such Great Heights, which is this like iridescent peachy color that is so pretty and nice. So I'll just add a little to the center with my finger. And yeah, now it looks a bit powdier, and I really like that. Now I'm just gonna use my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. It's so hard for me to say that. To set. Once that's done, the look is complete. I told you guys it was gonna be very, very easy. It's simple, it's effective, totally recreatable. I love how everything pairs very well together. The eyes are very glittery and simple, but they add a little bit of extra brightness and light to the look. I get the peachy cheek that brings a little bit more life into my skin. I love the freckles, even though I'm still not great at doing them, but I love how they make this look a little bit more natural. And then the lip, it's always changing, but I love how comfortable it is, and it's very easy to reapply throughout the day. And just like that, I'm feeling so much better. I feel like myself. I feel, oh, the slump is gone. The power of makeup, you guys. Truly the power of makeup. I hope you enjoyed this look as much as I did, obviously, and I hope this was helpful. If you've been feeling in a slump, if you feel like you can't be bothered with makeup recently, or you just don't even want to think about what you put on your face, but you still want to feel good and a little bit in hand, try this look out. Let me know what you think, because as I said, it's simple, it's recreatable, and it's fully customizable. So I hope this was helpful. Thank you so much for watching. I love you. Make sure to subscribe down below if you want more content like this, and maybe I'll see you right here for my next video. Bye! Mwah.